Overnight, the January 6th Select Committee releasing its final report, a more than 800-page narrative that concludes former President Donald Trump is directly responsible for the violence on that day.
It was just something that I think for most Americans, it was beyond imagination.
The report providing evidence Trump and members of his inner circle, in an effort to cling to power and overturn his 2020 election defeat, quote, engaged in at least 200 apparent acts of public or private outreach, pressure, or condemnation in the 2 months between the election and the attack on the nation's capital.
It had not been for the encouragement of Donald Trump, would have never occurred. It would have been the normal transfer of power that we do every 4 years when there's a presidential election.
The report comes just days after the 9-member committee voted to recommend the Department of Justice pursue criminal charges against Mr. Trump, including obstruction of an official proceeding, Congress's certification of electoral votes, and inciting or assisting others in an insurrection. Earlier this week, the former president called the committee's work, quote, a partisan attempt to sideline him in his 2024 presidential bid. The committee also beginning to release hundreds of pages of transcripts, including an interview with star witness, former White House aide Cassidy Hutchinson, who claimed Stephen Passantino, a lawyer with ties to the former president, suggested she withhold information from the committee, saying, quote, the less the committee thinks you know, the better. In a statement, Passantino said he represented Hutchinson, quote, honorably, ethically, and fully consistent with her sole interests as she communicated them to me. The January 6th report also includes 11 recommendations to ensure nothing like the attack on the Capitol ever happens again. Among them, urging Congress to consider passing legislation to bolster its subpoena power, increase penalties against those who threaten election workers, and strengthen the nation's laws against insurrection. That would, in effect, bar President Trump from holding office again.
No man who would behave that way at that moment in time can ever serve in any position of authority in our nation again. He is unfit for any office.
And it's important to point out that the committee's criminal referrals to the Department of Justice carry no legal weight. The decision to indict the former president or any of his top aides is now in the hands of Special Counsel Jack Smith, who is now in charge of the DOJ investigation. Committee Chairman Benny Thompson said that Smith will have access to all the evidence the committee has collected. Chanel?
And Ryan, how is former President Trump responding?
Well, overnight, he reacted on his social media platform, blaming Nancy Pelosi for failing to, quote, heed my recommendations for troops to be used in D.C. He also continued to perpetuate the lie that the 2020 election was rigged.
All right, Ryan, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.